Welcome to the Pleasure Program. We are two sex therapists, and we are about to react to a Reddit post regarding someone's sex life. All right, Victoria, the post I'm about to read, you're not aware of, you have not read yet, so this is sort of a bit of a surprise for you.
Yeah.
Okay, the title is, I, 20-year-old male, can't make my new girlfriend, 20-year-old female, orgasm. Can you give advice? Hi, all. I, 20-year-old male, am really struggling to make my girlfriend of 6 months orgasm, and it is making me feel a bit insecure in the relationship. In bed, I am naturally a giver. Nothing makes me more sexually satisfied than giving another person pleasure. I, while definitely not a stud, have had a handful of sexual partners previously and have had no issues helping them reach climax. With my new girlfriend, however, I have had no success at all, despite considerable effort. She assures me that she is immensely difficult to make orgasm, saying that it can only be done when she is feeling a very specific way and in very specific methods. She has tried teaching me these methods, but I haven't been able to master them, even though I've tried very hard. She has had one ex who has been able to make her orgasm previously, which lets me know it is possible, just that I can't for whatever reason. It is this which is starting to make me feel a bit insecure. She tells me she enjoys our sexual activities regardless of the fact that she doesn't orgasm, but she's the first person I have ever loved, and the fact I can't make her orgasm is hurting me a little psychologically, even though I know it's silly. We are usually long distance, and I am staying over for about a month and a half working remotely. We have visited each other for roughly week-long periods 3 times in the last 6 months. I want to make her orgasm before I go home if possible. Just to cross a few of the common things off the list and give more details, we always have long periods of foreplay and teasing the day of/before I focus on her vagina. We haven't had penetrative sex yet due to her wanting to wait/being very shy, very in all caps. This is for her own reasons, and I am 100% fine with waiting. I always knew we were going to take it slow, so I don't think I'm putting any pressure on to have sex. For reference, we waited roughly 3 months for me to finger her, and I only began giving oral earlier this month. She has not given me oral yet, and we have not had penetrative sex. She is nervous about penetrative sex, though, as I believe she may have had issues surrounding this before, which she does not want to talk about. I don't believe it is any trauma, although it is entirely possible, as she does not like to talk about it. I have given extensive amounts of oral for extended periods of time, 2+ hours, taking breaks and doing other activities as appropriate. Not wearing her out, wearing me out though. I struggled to chew at all the next day.
Oh,
I
no.
know. Which she has clearly enjoyed, giving body language which shows it is quite pleasurable, alongside making certain noises. I also routinely finger her and do more non-penetrative acts. While it is not entirely possible she is faking this pleasure, I do not believe she would do so, and we have talked about the fact she is not. I 100% believe her. We use toys frequently. She is able to make herself orgasm from a vibrator and has done so in my presence, but only after 15+ minutes of very specific use, a very specific rocking technique that I cannot for the life of me master, and any deviation in the technique over the period will cause her to lose the ability to orgasm. We are both quite comfortable with each other and have very open communication. I don't try anything when she isn't in the mood and vice versa. She has a relatively low libido when I am not around, although this increases a lot around me. Again, this could be faked, I guess, but I don't think she would do that/is doing that. She is bisexual and usually has female partners. The ex mentioned before was female. One particular point of insecurity for me is the fact that she has described the previous ex as an aggressive lesbian who knows how to make women orgasm, which kind of made me feel bad, being a straight guy who very much cannot make her orgasm. I kind of can't get it out of my head. She can make me orgasm a lot and very easily. She's the hottest person I know, and it's crazy the things she can do to me. This is partially why I worry that I can't look after her well enough. I love her a silly amount, and I just want to make her feel as good as she makes me feel. Any advice would be greatly appreciated.
Ah, this poor guy.
I know.
I just feel for him. Like, I can see why he's struggling, like, mentally and emotionally. He's trying so hard. And I can see why he's feeling insecure. But I don't think that there's reason to be, right? Like, it's valid that he's feeling this way, but I don't think that that's tangible, if that makes sense, right? Like, orgasm is one first, not the be all end all. We've talked a lot in previous videos, right? Like, such as, what is the best sex one?
Your best sex life possible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. We've talked a lot in that about how orgasm shouldn't be the be all end all. It's the experience, it's the pleasure, right?
It's
That
the
should be
journey.
yeah, exactly. That should be the focus, right? If everyone's having pleasure, having a good time, right? Like, why do we need to have that goalpost? Just having that goalpost of needing to have an orgasm is going to impact having an orgasm. If you're putting on all this pressure, both of you, that you need to hit this certain point, your orgasm is actually going to be more elusive.
Right.
Right.
Right. He's trying so hard, which his efforts are just so like wonderful that he wants to pleasure her so badly. But I think he's trying too hard. Like we're entering the realm of like way too much pressure around this. I mean, performing oral for 2+ hours. I mean, I can't imagine anyone's having fun at some point. It's like, this is just, this is overkill. This is way too much.
Right. Way too much pressure for her. Like,
oh my gosh, I'm not getting there.
Him.
He's
exactly.
exhausted. He can't even eat food the next day. Like, this is way too much. Way too much, trying way too hard. We're missing the point of just enjoying and finding that pleasure. Plus, they've only been together 6 months. They've been long distance. I think he said they've been together a total of like 3 weeks. Like they visited each other 3 separate times at week-long stretches. Yep. That's not a lot of time together to really feel comfortable, learn each other's body, like let go of the insecurities and the worries and just kind of relax.
Absolutely.
Like I think it's still a very new relationship, and she's alluding to there's a reason why she doesn't want to have penetrative sex, which we've talked about is not a requirement for orgasm for the majority of women.
Right.
But that there's maybe she's very shy and that there's something she doesn't want to talk about, which says something has happened or she's experienced something difficult or traumatic that might be a barrier for her to just... You have to be in a relaxed state to reach orgasm. You have to let go. And so if you're afraid or nervous or feeling very shy or insecure, then that's going to get in the way.
I agree. And try to let go of this, well, her ex made her orgasm and I didn't. Well, she's not with that ex. She's with you. Right? So that's not the be all end all. And it sounds like she might be habituated, meaning she may need a particular type of stimulus to orgasm. And there's a moth there. She may need a particular type of stimulus to orgasm. And so that's something that maybe she needs to work on with her own masturbation, her own pleasure of becoming more unhabituated to this particular, very specific type of stimulus, which this habituation may have happened after the ex. We don't know, right? Like, we can't be comparing with this, right?
Well, how long was she with that ex? You know, like, how did they spend more than 3 weeks together in person? Like, you know, I think that it's setting him up for feeling, you know, anxious and nervous and worried. He sounds like he's very worried about this. And he sounds like a very intentional and dedicated partner who cares a lot, and that is going to take him far. Just slow it down, be patient, give it more time, take the pressure off, enjoy your time. You're like I got to give her an orgasm before I leave after this next visit is way too much pressure.
Yeah.
Just have fun. Let's have fun. She can have an orgasm. She's done it. She can do it for herself in his presence. Great. Let her do it for herself. It's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And there can be really deep intimacy in that, right? Like you can hold her hand while she's doing that, right? Like just be present with her. You could mutually masturbate. You could have it fun or you could have it intimate, right? Like it doesn't have to be you making her orgasm for it to be a successful, pleasurable time.
Right. Agreed. Let us know. Have you ever struggled to help a partner achieve orgasm? What helped you? What helped you get through that? Did you figure it out eventually? Let us know in the comments.